submachine gun. This all happened in Los Angeles County within the past 36 hours. Murderous gang crime, fueled by the traffic in rock cocaine. From those same gangs, crack now flows northward to the Bay Area in enormous quantities. Tonight, in a special edition of Cover Story, News Center 4 reporter Bob Zirkin goes inside the drug pipeline and reports on the L.A. connection we constantly hear about, but rarely see.
Los Angeles, home to more than 200 black street gangs, battling to corner an expanding, highly profitable drug market. Cheap, potent rock cocaine.
What's happening, fella?
Also waging war in the streets of L.A. County, a special force of 300 cops trying to contain more than 60,000 gang members. This is the L.A. Police Department's specialized gang unit, headed by Lieutenant Bob Rukoff. It's out of control.
Oh, sure. Hell, it would be foolish to deny that it is not out of control.
So out of control that the Drug Enforcement Agency says it seized only 10% of an estimated 60 tons of cocaine that flooded Los Angeles last year, most of it coming from Colombia via Mexico. Much of the coke winding up in south central L.A., home turf for two of the most powerful and dangerous drug gangs in the western U.S., the Crips and the Bloods, staking out their territory with cryptic graffiti, protecting it with guns.
How important is cocaine to the Crips?
It's our survival, it's our life, it's all we have.
26-year-old Steve, demanding his identity be concealed, is a founder of a gang calling itself the Spooktown Crips. Steve, now doing time in the L.A. County Jail, says he and his gang travel the L.A.-San Francisco corridor with cocaine strapped to their bodies, using advance men to establish the marketplace before dealing the so-called hubba in San Francisco's housing projects.
We'll send a runner out there. Basically, all he's doing is watching and observing and listening to everything that's going around in that certain area. How much dope is being distributed, how much people is using dope, and what's the effect of the dope. It gets distributed among various people, to the kilo man, from the kilo man to the half a kilo man, to the ounce man, to the gram man, to the rock man.
How much of the crack trade in the San Francisco housing projects do you guys control?
Half.
What's the demand like in San Francisco?
Basically like how Los Angeles was in 80, 81, 82, 83. Everybody's on dope. Instead of me making $500 an ounce in Los Angeles, I can go to San Francisco and make $1,100.
How fierce is the competition?
Murder.
Police tell us that factions of the Crips and the Bloods are exporting their rock cocaine trade as far north as Seattle, as far east as Kansas City, traveling by car, bus, and commercial air. But it's San Francisco that guarantees a quick profit. It's all a matter of economics. This is a brick or kilo of pure cocaine, 2.2 pounds worth. In L.A. 6 years ago, the wholesale price of this brick was about $50,000. Now it's worth only a quarter of that. But when this cocaine is cut up and chemically processed, made into these rocks, then sold on the streets of San Francisco, a dealer can more than triple his investment. The gang members who courier drugs between L.A. and San Francisco may look like street punks, but police call them shrewd, well-organized criminals.
We have, in fact, seen some of the L.A. street gangs in San Francisco.
San Francisco Police Narcotics Lieutenant Jim Molinari says L.A. gang organizers are here looking for others to do their selling.
While they're here dealing cocaine, they're also recruiting people in San Francisco, in particular youngsters that live in and around the public housing project. So now we're beginning to see that the coveting of customers and territory, and we're beginning to see some violence that usually follows that kind of activity. That's what we're seeing here.
San Francisco police say a possible example of that violence was seen 2 months ago in the drug-ridden Valencia Gardens housing project, a Crips gang suspected of shooting up this building. Tom Moore is a state undercover narcotics agent specializing in gangs, a man who can't afford to have his face or voice known.
They're willing to take the position life or death in order to get their product, other packages on the street. They do not have any hard feelings or any remorse about having to shoot down innocent people in order to make an impact in the community, in order to arouse fear and anxiety.
That kind of street warfare is now commonplace in LA's gang-controlled neighborhoods. In Los Angeles last year, 25% of all murders, over 200 of them, were gang-related. Many murders committed with high-powered semi-automatic weapons, purchased at cut-rate prices and with few questions.
Nah, man, there's a market up there, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no market out there, man.
Rips are going up there?
The Ricketts go anywhere.
The Ricketts go
Los Angeles County Sheriff's Detective Roland Garcia briefs San Francisco police on drug gang tactics.
I tell them that if they don't deal with the problem in its infancy, that they will have a problem of major proportions, much the same that we've had here.
The LA connection remains wide open. The sale and use of rock cocaine in San Francisco's housing projects is an epidemic. Police in LA and San Francisco admit they're outmanned and outgunned by the drug gangs. So for now, police concentrate on identifying and trying to control what appears to be a budding, destructive organized crime network. Bob Serkin, News Center 4, San Francisco.